Today, I have Deadlock Review. It's a team game. Trademark, another Max0r reaction, and a Deadlock video. Guys, I've put 20 hours in Deadlock in the past 3 days. Anyways, let's go.
Hello everybody, it is me, Max0r videos here. The YouTube algorithm
Makes
has made its
McBad
opinions known.
videos.
High quality, highly edited
I
content
think his
with
videos
a
are
myriad of explanatory
great.
context is not what the people of this website demand. And I have been graciously informed via the magic of Google's Gemini AI that my videos would perform better if I released them within a 4-month time span, while covering such informative topics as AI videos of old women with boulders killing everyone on Chinese glass bridges. Unfortunately, I cannot make slop content because I'm too busy creating garbage. The Deadlock logo being here is a coincidence. Therefore,
This is the best game that I hate. This is the best game that I love. This game is so fun.
Delays and is comprised of 9 consecutive mental breakdowns. Then, when the video does not hit hard enough to get me on Beast Games, I will be making up the difference with my Patreon and by selling the viewer Gamer Subs energy drinks. There is no gun pointed at me, whereby following the link in the description, said viewer can access energy at
go to gamersubs.gg/Max0r for
delicious flavors such as Graveyard Dirt, Lean, and Plowed and Proud.
You can buy 100 servings of Lean.
Mental crises by becoming addicted to the only game that matters anymore. Deadlock is a MOBA. It's a shooter.
It is a MOBA.
A movement shooter. It's a bing-gong. It's on.
It combines two amazing, well, I wouldn't say amazing genres. I don't like League, but it makes League better by making it a movement shooter. And I think that's why it's so addicting.
Snag a job or you will fucking starve to death. All of these terms technically apply to the software that you are currently viewing, and all of them are completely meaningless. But if I were to try and describe the concept of Deadlock to you, I would say that this is the game that one-shot my amygdala and hit my neurodivergent friend group like crack in the 80s. These people are employed and actively neglected their marriages for this. So after experiencing this sanitarium disguised as ones and zeros for a couple hundred games, I am now beginning to understand why, and hopefully by the end of this video, so will you. But first, there are some complications and qualifications that come with the territory. Deadlock is a game that is, as of the writing of this video, in early playtesting. In fact, like a vampire, you literally can't even enter the game right now unless a friend invites you in.
Okay, but I feel like everyone should have a friend at this point or know someone who has the game. I feel like everyone at this point has Deadlock, but for being a game that is still technically like in beta or something, or alpha, I don't even know. It's like 60k players active throughout the entire day, so that's pretty crazy. Valve has done it again. They redeemed themselves from Architect.
Realistically, this is not a concern, because your friend's house apparently has tens of thousands of other vampires already inside of it. Many of the things that you will see in this video will change in the future, and a lot of the visuals for this game are literally unfinished. Every single enemy in the entire jungle is a slightly bigger variation of a single eyeball. Our base is a brutal.
I wonder if they're gonna change the jungle camps.
Model looks like it is a mascot horror antagonist.
Let's introduce you to the
Holiday is currently wielding an untextured gray slab instead of a gun, and when you take even a single look at Viscus's model, you can literally see the bones and joints that the animators are using as guidelines. I do not actually care, because even if the visuals for this game were properly finished, it is still utterly incomprehensible the moment that 3 people are visible on the screen. Bro, what the fuck is happening?
It does get overwhelming in team fights.
That is not out of the ordinary. In fact, it is the intended experience. I, for one, have played this game for an extensive period of time, and even still, the things I see my teammates do continue to surprise me to this day.
Ivy keeps taking all the farm and then doing nothing with it!
Yeah,
Just at least let me have it, I can fucking cook! I'm trying to cook and Ivy's trying to make AI-generated food.
I feel as if I am the biblical Noah, and I cannot yet build an ark big enough to carry these fucking animals. How does Deadlock work? To put it simply, it is like League of Legends, but you actually play the game. MOBAs are very unique among video games, and usually not for any good reason. They are,
like I said, it combines League and turns it into a movement shooter. If you're a fan of like hero shooters and MOBAs, you should just play this game. It's so good.
Hard. They are really hard to play. I am really hard right now. Being a new player is usually an exercise in witnessing everyone else perform unusual, highly choreographed shamanistic rain dances for 20 minutes. You try your best to mimic their movements, but it is not the same. And every single time that you get a movement wrong, you are struck by lightning and instantaneously die. Also, there is a blood demon on the opposing team whose name is Down Syndrome. Wait, that guy's name is Tony Hawk Tua.
Wait,
How
that's
am
a
I
tough
supposed to cope
name.
with being killed by this? Will this video help you play better? No, absolutely not. But what I can do is give you all of the wrong information about this game, and then confidently assert that I am simply suggesting an off-meta build. For example, Deadlock takes place in the streets of New York City during the true events of West Side Story, in which two sides, known only as the Puerto Ricans and the Italians, vie for dominance in a
The
supernatural
Puerto
gang
Ricans
war.
and
Why is
Italians?
their name Mina's Rag?
Contracting 12 of this game's
Yep.
many notorious gangsters, autistic women, trust fund children, interdimensional germa, as well as literal sand, goo, goats, and every vampire on the sex offender registry to infiltrate deep into the Ops Section 8 and eventually report their entire team to Immigration's Customs and Enforcement. Much like real life, the team that actually wins the game is usually not the poor one. So more than actually pushing the enemy base or outright killing them using the bullets in your gun, or in Paige's case, unkind words. Oh my god, I'm Paige. My only personality trait is that I read, I hate you. I hate you, and I'm going to
Paige
kill
is annoying
you.
in the
I am
game.
instead going to be emphasizing a wonderful conflation between correlation and causation to say that it is absolutely imperative at all times for your singular only focus to be mugging the homeless.
Honestly, the best way to play this game is to just permanently farm like the waves, your jungle, and like the boxes around the map, and to only fight when you have like a real advantage. The best way to get super strong in this game is just farm.
Look, when I installed Deadlock, I very reasonably expected a game where you know, kill people? Yeah, get hard,
Same.
red motherfucker, I'm jacking off. And yes,
What?
while that is certainly a part of the equation, the game that I actually found myself playing could best be described as a
Like a farming
competitive
simulator?
Tang Dynasty agriculture. And every single time I see a drifter on my team, I think to myself, this motherfucker must be a really productive farmer, because miraculously, he is able to produce enough rice to feed the entire enemy team. There is literally no rest. There is no downtime. If you are not giving someone, something, or somewhere the IRS handshake, you have already thrown the entire game. I once had a friend who actually read the descriptions of the items he was buying, and it caused him to lose the match. Taking away the enemy's resources and time is basically worse than killing them. In fact, it is most often the case that you will kill people in order to take their farm. So when it came time to actually choose a character to send,
I love Mina. Not only is her design super cool, but her kit is actually really fun. I promise.
to the rice fields competition, I wanted to focus on a character who had a little less pressure to farm. Seven has pressure to farm, and Seven is only played by people who are racist. Wraith has pressure to farm, but I do not play Wraith because I myself am racist. Drifter has pressure to farm, and I would not let Drifter within 300 miles of an unattended child. So instead, I was initially very attracted
Drifter
to Mina
is shameless.
because of her kit. Unfortunately for me,
he said the same thing as me. I acknowledge that I like Mina's design, but her kit is actually fun. Her kit is actually fun to play with.
however, my friend's doctor has already diagnosed him with a skill issue, and if he does not get his preferred hero every single game, his symptoms will begin to manifest.
My shift,
I'm
and he was
fucking
like,
dead.
"What
Why is the whole team collapsing? What? How are there 5 of them?
Sorry, Gloss.
There
I
was
had
just
1,000
one
on me. I
ship
should
and
know.
then
Leading me to begin my journey with the singular most difficult hero in the entire game. And if you've been paying close
Oh, does he
attention
main
to the
pocket?
content
I
of
heard
this
this
video,
is the
which,
hardest character to learn.
you know, good luck doing that. You will notice that there is a
Or
lot
to
of
play well,
footage
I guess.
of Pocket.
By the way, I want to point out, I like this editing. I know that's like the main thing that people point out in Max0r videos, aside from like the humor, but this editing really fits the aesthetic of Deadlock, in my opinion.
Pocket is a hero with a very mobile, very punishing, and very involved playstyle. Mobile in just how fast I am able to successfully lose the game, punishing in that I am actively harming everyone else for being in the same game as me, and involved in that after 20 minutes of playing my keyboard like it's a goddamn piano, I somehow haven't managed to press even a single button correctly. Needless to say, learning Pocket as your first hero is something that I do not advise, and frankly, this hero is only for those with true hate in their cold and shriveled hearts. Pocket
Wait,
is
this character might be for me
exclusively
then.
to annoy the enemy. First by dive bombing them with every damage type known to man, and then avoiding all of their damage by teleporting around and spot dodging the sum total of their abilities. Billy is a hero
you can
that works
spot
by
dodge? I didn't
charging
even know
a target
that.
and performing a big melee combo. Pocket simply dodges the combo. Bebop is a hero that works
I
by
hate
hooking a
Bebop.
target and placing bombs. Pocket dodges the bombs. Abrams is a hero that investigates his enemies for evidence of sexual misconduct.
I also hate Abrams.
And Pocket dodges the consequences in court. I was not very good at
What is
this,
happening?
as can be evidenced by this picture of me with Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, despite all of Pocket's crazy potential and even crazier movement, nothing could compensate for the fact that I was just really bad at moving around. Movement, the act of venturing from one location to the other, has a learning curve in Deadlock, which
There is a big learning curve for movement. Luckily, I've played a lot of Source Engine games, so I came into this game very used to how movement works in this game. But if you're fresh starting out and you don't know anything about like Source Engine movement, it might be quite daunting, but I highly recommend people learn the movement at least a little bit because it makes the game so much more fun and also makes the game itself a lot easier.
makes complete sense if you think about it, because the time spent walking between different locations is precious time spent not harvesting rice, which is why every single farming hero coincidentally happens to move at Mach 10, and the greatest form of skill expression available to them is how hard they are able to hold the W key.
All right, light speed 7 out.
All right.
Oh my god.
Pocket does not move at Mach 10, at least not without a significantly higher effort. And the best advice that I can possibly give for mastering your movement is to literally never do one thing. You can dash in this game, you can jump in this game, you can slide, wall kick, fly, double jump, and zip boost in this game, but if you just jump, just dash, or just slide within my vague sight range, I'm going to begin saying slurs that haven't been invented yet. If you need to dodge, follow it up with a slide. If you see a staircase, slide down and jump to keep carrying your speed. If you need to rotate a lane, dash jump into a slide, into another jump, into a wall kick, then brag about it when you make a YouTube video. Take this clip for example, where I fly above and hover into a dive bomb, then take cover, then dodge backwards, then teleport directly past the Abrams that was coming to gank me the entire time, but did I know that? No. Then, oh god, there is a fucking bisexual snake on the floor, so I gat the shit out of her, then follow it up with another dive bomb into a kill. Oh my god, that felt so fucking good! That felt crazy!
That sums up
My
the Deadlock
7
experience.
shot a lot during that fight, I guess. Honestly, playing Pocket just feels like cheating at this point. Like, in this clip, I just turned the corner and get Freddy Fazbear jump scared, but guess what? I am actually over here now, and there was literally nothing they could do to
Wait,
kill
what?
me.
His
but
kid
I am
is so
isolated
cool.
from my team, so like, please cut the clip soon. But okay, as fun as it is to play
Kinda wanna
Pocket
learn
and
Pocket now.
not do any plays that make
Or at least
actual
try 'em.
sense.
I died to bleed.
No, you died because you fucking went in to kill her again after I told you not to do it.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh my god, you're still retarded. I'm actually having no fun right now. I'm good. I'm leaving after this game. No, I'm so serious. I'm having no fun right now. Did you just show up, steal this wave, and then leave, you fucker?
I need the gold. I need the gold for my sick grandma. There will eventually come a
For
time
my
where
sick
you as a
grandma.
player will have
Same.
to do something scary. Or after a long period of trying to do damage and realizing that nothing actually
have
dies
to,
except you will be obliged,
build properly.
nay, forced even, to undergo the daunting, the treacherous, the haunting task of understanding the United States economy. We tried to teach a chimp
Gasp.
the Deadlock Max0r, and the chimp taught itself suicide. As you can imagine, this was a task which I specifically picked Pocket to avoid doing. Unfortunately for me, however, killing, movement, and styling on my enemies is not what actually wins me games. Because what actually wins me games is a complicated series of socio-economic factors. Deadlock, like real life, is a game where income disparity translates directly into a tactical advantage via Lockheed Martin guided missiles. And the
What is
main
this game?
avenue of achieving this advantage is learning how to understand our item build. What is the point of buying items in Deadlock? The obvious answer, of course, is
to
to
get
buy more items.
stronger.
And the more items that everyone buys and the longer the game goes on, the more likely that one person is to disconnect due to an actual domestic dispute. But more broadly, as as the game continues to escalate, we are tasked with building our digital homunculus to achieve one of 3 objectives. Covering your hero's weaknesses, of which you are guaranteed to have quite a few, countering your enemy's build so they do not actually have any fun, and doing so much damage to the enemy that your bullets transcend the boundaries of software to kill your opponent in real life. To this end, the item shop is extremely large, and ideally, your item build is going to be different every single game. This was a challenge for me, considering
It is true that the itemization is different every game. It is situation based, but for me right now, I'm kind of just following builds quite blindly. I know, but I've played League before, so I kind of know, itemizing against the enemy team is what you should be doing. So I have that in the back of my mind, but right now I haven't really taken the time to read the items. But honestly, learning how to itemize properly will probably win you games.
that I didn't even know what my enemies actually did, let alone what particular choice among 151 items would cause them to burst into flames. So initially, I decided that the best course of action would simply be to build raw spirit damage on every single hero I played.
There's also builds you can
I
copy.
do not
There's
build
like a build.
items. I do not build shield items.
You can like post builds, or other people can share builds, and you can just copy those as well. If you really don't feel like learning how to itemize.
I build Boundless Spirit within 20 minutes of the game start, and if I ever get caught out, I die. Why are there 4 people here? Look at your fucking weapons! This had some mixed results. Yes, I did do a lot of damage with my cloak, but for the other 90% of the fight, I was basically worse than useless. I had spec'd into a teamfight assassin character, and yet, because of my own hubris, I was stuck playing as a backline caster. This wasn't what I wanted to play. By the way, my natural voice is like deeper than I narrate in the video. It required items that I was extremely slow to farm. It required execution that I did not consider very fun. And most importantly, I was ignoring the very mobility that drew me to Pocket in the first place. So you know what? Maybe Pocket was too hard of a hero for me to play.
build.
And maybe, just maybe, my time would be better spent learning something new.
Not Lash.
But then, I realized something. Something which has been hiding in plain sight this entire time. Because Pocket has a gun.
Glock it.
That is right, buddy. This video was never actually a review of Deadlock. I fucking got you. I was actually building up to talk about Glockit the entire time, and all footage to this point has been specifically selected so you would not see what I was really playing. Please hear me out. Yes, Pocket doesn't have any abilities that actually do any gun damage, but he does have abilities that buff all of his damage, buffs his bullets, and auto-reloads his gun, meaning that we effectively have a double-sized magazine with 40% more gun damage and high mobility on a fucking shotgun. Oh, but Max0r, that's actually a volley gun. It fires rifle rounds. Shut up. Shut up, I don't care. I'm going to harvest your balls with an ice cream scooper. But the main advantage of playing Glock is that it is frankly such a stupid idea that your enemies will never expect you to actually fucking do it. And frankly, most of them have literally never played against this and do not know how to change their gameplay. It is that stupid, and yet it just works. I know it doesn't sound like it's supposed to work, and frankly, it takes even more button presses to actually make sense, but it works.
Okay, the more buttons you press, the more fun you have. What?
What the fuck are you saying? Do not screw up any of your abilities or your damage will be cut by 40%. Okay, I get it. You want to actually see for yourself. So here's a clip where from the enemy's perspective, there is literally no one there before I jump in, buff myself, fly straight into the drifter, and you can see from his reaction that he's just like, how the fuck did you do that? That was a lot of input, so here's a clip where I just slowly walk up and snub-nose John Lennon. Or how about this one, where I straight up kill Lady Geist before her entire team decides to enter a clown car, and you would think in this situation that I would be dead, but guess what? I have already teleported away, and Yamato has grabbed my character, so you don't really need to see what happens next. This is it. This is the Pocket build that I have always wanted to play, and all it took was the proper innovation and stupidity to actually think of it as a possibility. With Glockit, I can finally fight my enemies face to face. I can finally farm. I can finally push. Finally ignore building defensive items because the old men cannot possibly match my speed. And most importantly, most crucially, and most cantankerously, I have already lost the game. Yeah, so after a bit of trial and error, this is the final Pocket build. It is not a perfect build. It does require execution, and you have to be very careful what you're doing with it. There ain't no way, dude.
How did you get away?
There ain't no fucking way. But after playing Pocket for longer than most of my viewers have been alive, I can definitely say one thing with absolute certainty. Playing Glocket may not be the perfect build or even the optimal build, but
it's
is
the fun.
very fun. And at the end of the day, you're going to improve a lot more playing what you actually find fun, not what other people tell you to play.
True.
Unless you want to play Paige, don't do that. But hey, even if
Don't
I
play
can't
Paige,
always
don't play
solo carry the
Graves, don't
entire
play
team,
Bebop,
there is still
don't
a chance that
play
we can win this game.
7,
Just
don't
not a good
play
one,
Dynamo.
Because while the enemy may have 6 heroes on their
Yeah.
side, we have 7. The hero,
6.
7, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. And then 7 proceeded to say slurs that I didn't even know existed.
What's the matter? Can't kill me, Fireboy!
Shit.
Yeah, run in gear! I'm 7!
Let's address the elephant in the room. Unfortunately, Deadlock is what you would call a team game, requiring, not suggesting, real strategy and communication to actually
is a team
win.
game,
This, of course,
unfortunately.
is not going to happen, mainly because people are too busy role-playing as their actual in-game characters when they bother to communicate their intentions at all. Did Victor just kill himself? What the fuck do you mean, whoopsie daisy? Pain battery first ability. And to prove to you that this is genuinely how people speak in this game, here is a clip where Mina, who is a canonically entitled asshole, makes fun of the oldest member of the enemy team for having a dead son by telling him to get a dog instead. To which the old man cleverly responds with, "I can't indoctrinate my dog to vote Republican." Or how about this clip where the enemy team starts off by role-playing as
That's a good one.
the Lash, a character whose lore section contains a single sentence, after which his teammate
Jacob
asks
Lash
me
is
if I
an
am like
asshole.
Max0r the YouTuber, to which Max0r responds with, "No, Max0r the pedophile." This is because for every single hero in Deadlock, the personality of the character is genuinely reinforced by their playstyle, which becomes extremely evident the moment that anyone on your team chooses to play as 7. And after spending a few games conducting
my
research,
God.
it is beginning to dawn on me why the fan canon of this hero is that he is incredibly, unabashedly racist. 7 is the complete
Yeah,
opposite
this
of
character
Pocket
is shameless.
in every way. Where Pocket makes opportunities, 7 takes opportunities. When Pocket is making space to farm, 7 is taking space to farm. And by the time that 7 is finally done farming, the enemy team will have probably died of old age, meaning that for a majority of the time, 7 is stuck playing a combination of Solitaire and Minesweeper, as well as being completely reliant on teammates who, ever since it was taken out of the pipes, have been taking supplements for a holistic source of all natural lead.
I'm in.
That is a role though in the game. That is a role in the game that 7 is. That's not a sentence. But there's a role in Deadlock called, I think it's the M1 carry, where that character's basically whole role is to farm all game till late game, and then they'll be so strong that they hold mouse 1 and they kill everything. So that's kind of the role of 7, but that is also the role of like a bunch of other characters.
She's one.
Adam, what the fuck were you doing in there? Leading to what is likely a 30-minute farming build-up, only to lose through no fault of your own. I promise. In these circumstances, I too would be using my no-no words. So as more proof that this is genuinely how people speak in this game, here is an entire game with a 7, I don't have the replay shots, where he responded to every single death that he had by insulting the enemy in all caps, which by the way happened about 10 times or so, without even successfully securing a single kill, to which the enemy Sid player would respond by continuing to rage bait him to death. We won that game, by the way. Thank you for asking.
Hey man, if you can't avoid getting fucking rage baited by this Sinclair and you can't like do anything, you need to fucking find a different hobby.
Hey, brother.
You need to play a different
Get out of
fucking
your mouth,
game.
please.
I do not ever want to play with you again.
Moral of the story is Deadlock as
Deadlock
an experience is
experience.
like a combination of playing a hero shooter and visiting a human zoo. Human zoo.
A human
If you
shoe?
get good teammates and ideal circumstances, it can be extremely fun. But very often, you will not get ideal circumstances, and that can also be really fun.
That's why you
too,
gotta take everything
just
into
in
your
a
own
completely
hands.
different way. So if bad communication happens to get your Bebop to knock you into the enemy and instantly get you killed,
What the fuck, Bebop? Bebop, what the fuck?
or gets your ability to do a gotcha game directly in the middle of a team fight,
Why were you farming in the middle of a
causes your team to have a team fight within the confines of a single closet. What's going on here?
What the fuck is going on?
Or get
That
you double kidnapped from
they forgot
across
put in the blender.
entire map.
What the fuck?
Goodbye.
What the fuck?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. What the fuck happened?
That was so fucking funny. I'm in danger. It is best to still be thankful for every single game of Deadlock that did not go quite as planned. And the funniest experiences that I've ever had in this game were not very funny when I was actually playing it.
Just make sure you come in my mouth and everything will be okay.
Whoa, buddy, what
What?
the fuck? I'm Max0r, and you should give money to my Patreon so that I do not
Yeah,
starve to death. And if
go
this video gets
subscribe
enough
to
views,
his
I will
Patreon.
maybe make another one in the future. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more.
And please
Do
play
not select
Deadlock.
page on this screen, or I will make your tendons into a jumper up.
I won't pick her, I promise. I love Deadlock. After I finish recording, or after I finish editing down this video, you already know I'm playing some Deadlock. But yeah, that was the Deadlock review. It was not really a review. Well, the first half was a review, but another amazing video by Max0r. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.